In small creator communities, but especially those built around Minecraft, editing and short-form content, relationships matter, trust matters, reputation matters. These communities are tight-knit, interconnected, and often emotionally intense. When someone disrupts that balance, the effects ripple outward fast. The situation involving Sebas 2017 YT, Totally Fearsome, Slimes MC, Romeo Plays 2109, Zeku UK, Deadshot 1, and Mark Channel is one of the clearest examples of how a single creator's behavior can destabilize an entire circle of friends, collaborators, and content creators. This expose goes deep, not just into what happened, but why it matters, how it escalated, and what the pattern reveals about the behavior behind it. If you want an even more dramatic version later, choose dramatic version. Before any major conflict erupted, the earliest signs of trouble came from edit theft. In the editing community, stealing someone's work is one of the most disrespectful things you can do. Edits take hours, sometimes days, of effort. They're personal, creative, and often the main way small creators express themselves. Multiple creators reported that Sebas reposted edits without credit, claimed ownership of edits he didn't make, used other people's clips and transitions without permission, ignored requests to take stolen edits down. This behavior didn't cause a massive explosion at first. Instead, it created quiet tension. People noticed, people talked, people distanced themselves. But no one expected what would come next. If you want a deeper breakdown of this stage, choose Edit Theft Deep Dive. The turning point, the moment everything changed, was a Minecraft 1v1 between Sebas and Totally Fearsome. Totally Fearsome won, and Sebas did not take the loss well. What should have been a simple match turned into the beginning of a harassment campaign that lasted weeks. According to verified accounts, Sebas began late-night harassment. He repeatedly kept Totally Fearsome awake until 3 a.m., messaging non-stop, demanding attention, and refusing to let conversations end. Emotional manipulation. He used guilt, pressure, and emotional tactics to keep him engaged. Recording calls without consent. This is a major violation of trust and in some places even illegal. Homophobic insults. Not just once, not just in anger. Repeatedly. Dragging family into the conflict. This is where the behavior crossed a line that most creators would never even approach. This wasn't beef. This wasn't trash talk. This was targeted harassment. If you want a deeper breakdown of this stage, choose 1v1 Harassment Deep Dive. The harassment didn't stay focused on Totally Fearsome. Sebas reportedly used homophobic language toward Romeo Plays 2109. Zeku. This is important for one reason. It shows the behavior wasn't isolated. It was a pattern. Homophobia is not a joke. It's not banter. It's not just words. It's discrimination, and it creates a hostile environment for everyone involved. Creators began warning each other privately. Some blocked him. Some refused to join calls if he was present. Some stopped collaborating entirely. The community was slowly realizing that this wasn't a one-off conflict. It was a recurring behavioral issue. If you want a deeper exploration of this stage, choose Homophobia Deep Dive. Eventually, the harassment reached a point where Totally Fearsome responded publicly through music. He released 2 diss tracks. Void. Sacrificial Lamb. These tracks weren't made for clout. They weren't random. They weren't exaggerated. They were direct responses to the harassment, the homophobia, the late-night manipulation, the personal attacks, the emotional pressure. Music became a way for Totally Fearsome to reclaim control, to turn pain into art, and to make the situation visible to the community. If you want a deeper breakdown of the diss tracks, choose Diss Track Analysis. After the diss tracks dropped, the situation cooled down. People moved on. The community stabilized. Sebas became less active in conflict. The tension faded. But this piece was temporary, a pause, not an ending. The underlying behavior hadn't changed. It had simply gone quiet. If you want a deeper look at this period, choose Calm Period Analysis. Recently, the conflict reignited, and this time it spread even further. Sebas began targeting Slime's MC. Totally Fearsome again. Deadshot 1. And here's the correction you mentioned. It was Totally Fearsome who brought Mark Channel into the situation, not Sebas. This is important because it shows Mark Channel wasn't originally involved. Sebas already knew Mark Channel. The conflict expanded because of the connections between creators. The situation was no longer contained. This new wave of conflict shows the clearest sign of a recurring pattern. 1. Conflict begins. 2. Harassment escalates. New creators get dragged in. 4. Temporary calm. 5. New conflict begins. 6. Repeat. If you want a deeper breakdown of the recent attacks, choose Recent Conflict Deep Dive. When you put all the events together, a clear behavioral pattern emerges. Edit theft, disrespect, ignoring requests. Losing a 1v1, harassment begins. Late night pressure, guilt tactics, recording calls. Homophobic insults toward multiple creators. Personal attacks. Dragging family into new creators pulled into the conflict. Behavior pauses but does not stop. New wave of harassment begins. This is not normal behavior. This is not just drama. This is a documented pattern of harassment. If you want a full psychological pattern analysis, choose Behavior Pattern Breakdown. The creators involved experienced stress, anxiety, loss of sleep, fear of being targeted, tension within friend groups, distrust in the community, emotional exhaustion. Small creator communities rely on trust. When someone repeatedly breaks that trust, it damages the entire environment. People become afraid to collaborate. They become afraid to speak up. They become afraid to be themselves. This is the real harm, not the drama, but the emotional impact. If you want a deeper look at the community impact, choose Community Impact Analysis. Right now, the situation is at a critical point. Creators are aware of the pattern. People are speaking up. The behavior has been verified by multiple individuals. The question now is how the community chooses to respond. Do they cut ties? Do they confront the behavior? Do they ignore it and hope it stops? Do they publicly expose it? Do they set boundaries and move on? Whatever happens next, one thing is clear. This pattern can't be ignored anymore. If you want a prediction of possible outcomes, choose Future Outcomes.